Hi, we're the Transportation Transformers. We're part of the SOS Techpoint Challenge. We are looking at the research for the transportation industry, and we're Team One. My name is Joshua Johnson.
My name is Adeda Malabakare.
I'm Sydney Wolpert.
And we're the Go team, and we also like to thank our pro team for helping us make this thing possible. Ryan Nelks from Purdue, Brian Motley from Indiana University like myself, and Donald Howell from Rose-Hillman. So our inspiration really came from transportation as a whole, the idea of it. This is the Julia M. Carson Transit Center, which is located in Indianapolis, downtown. And this initiative was actually possible because of Julia M. Carson. Before she passed away due to cancer, lung cancer, unfortunately. She made it possible to secure funding for the transit center because she recognized the ability to make the impact for countless Hoosier lives, and that would actually encapsulates me as well, because during high school, the bus was how I got to point A and B specifically for a lot of nonprofit initiatives I was a part of for my career development, and I'm very thankful for it. And with that being said, people like me, what we wanted to accomplish as a team was how can we make the bus ride or bus transportation truly awesome? And so we first looked out doing some environmental analysis of the current market space for transportation in this industry, specifically for public. And we found that multiple systems are used to manage the bus fleet, and also manage customer relationships. Jerome Holm, Indigo ridership experience specialist, told us that they depend on a lot of multiple systems, and so sometimes the communication aspect for getting to the riders that ride the bus isn't always transparent, and it's not always live time. We also learned that there's a learning curve to sometimes that deter people from using the bus system itself, and there's a struggle of reliability and trust that people sometimes have as a schema when they think about public transportation. And we found that there's very meager technical solutions made for the public transit system. They're really made right now for shipping operations, for non-live capital and assets, not for actual people trying to get point A to point B. And we also found that transit systems really want quantitative and qualitative data to make driven decisions, how they modify their bus routes every 2 years to make sure that the bus route transit serves the amount of the people, and with that, they need relevant, good data.
So our SOS challenge journey brought us to the development of TranSync. It's a fleet and customer relationship management tool that helps optimize the public transit system from the administrative and the customer end. So if you're wondering what can I do, how can I help my transit company, we're going to have a short walkthrough of kind of the back end with our pro team.
Hi, I am Donald Howe from the TranSync software development team. Today, I'm here to provide insight about our product from the technical perspective. This app is built with Java in Android Studio on Android 7.0 Nougat for compatibility and a larger user base. On the backend, we are using Postgres running on Heroku, hosted by Amazon Web Services for storage of user data and bus data. We implemented password hashing into the login function for security, allow for the addition of new users, and have a password recovery feature partially implemented. We also fully integrated PayPal into the app, so live purchases are available using both card and a PayPal account. This allows for easy and secure purchases of bus passes, which are then linked to the account through the database. Upon purchase, a QR code is generated, which is unique to the user and is how the users will use the bus pass. In addition, we have full user reporting of issues which are tied to the bus route and allow for display of all issues with a specific route, as well as the details of the issues. We implemented a favorite routes feature that allows users to quickly see all the routes they use and to see all alerts tied to said routes at once. We partially integrated Google Maps but did not have time to draw the routes and plan that as a future implementation. We also plan to expand the issues tracking and favorites to be stop-specific, rather than route-specific. Thank you for watching the TranSync tech demo. Goodbye!
Okay, so from that video, you kind of see the functionalities of the app. We have digital passes. This app has the ability to purchase, manage, and store scannable passes from anywhere in the city. You can buy a pass and hop on a bus and never lose or have a stolen pass or anything like that. The app also has routing features. You can add frequent routes to your My Routes page, and then you'll get alerts for those routes whenever there's delays, overcrowding, stuff like that. And then another feature, which was briefly mentioned in the video, is the interactive map that has live bus tracking and interactive bus stops, where you can click on a bus stop and see the description of it and see the whole map of all the routes in the city and see where different routes stop. So that will be another helpful tool that could come with more development. And then also another really important feature is the user reporting issue. This is a way to lighten or bypass administrative action whenever customer issues that are related to traffic or small things like that happen. Users can just put in like delayed bus, there are stops being skipped, this bus is really crowded, right into the app, and then it'll go into a database that the administration can pick through and immediately send out a whole bunch of alerts to a widespread variety of customers. That way information is spread reliably and very quickly, and it just makes things way more convenient. So kind of talking about the customers during a pandemic, the perception of the bus system, some people might be afraid to ride the bus if it's really crowded, or maybe they've never ridden the bus before, like Joshua said. There's kind of a learning curve. So this app, we feel, makes it way more convenient and gives the customer more control so that it'll be so much easier to ride the bus, and we feel like that'll promote public transit and kind of add to the awesomeness of the rider experience. And then from the rider side, just kind of the things that don't add to the perception of public transit are overcrowding, routes and delay changes, locating stops. Once we get that map up and running, stops will be so easy to find, and all sorts of alerts, issues that riders are concerned about, they'll be informed about it very easily.
Key partners, value propositions, revenue streams, customer segments, those are part of our TranSync business model canvas. We have 3 partners. Indigo is the first one. Indigo is a public transportation company, transit in Indianapolis. Current vendors is the middleman right there that is already working with a transit company, and we have a payment system such as PayPal. Value proposition consists of 4 different aspects, which is phone app, digital bus pass, live bus tracking, and the issue tracking. The phone as its own help the riders to be able to scan their board pass without using a plastic card or a paper ticket. Customer segment for us consists of various transit system sizes. MATA operates in Atlanta, Metro Atlanta area in Georgia, and Indigo operates in Indianapolis. Transport operates in Fort Collins, metro area, in Colorado. Revenue streams consist of installation fee and contract. Along with the installation fees, the contract that bind the installation fees is the base of our revenue streams. Revenue model consists of 1-time subscription fee along with 3 years contract and yearly payment based on estimated amount of user downloads. And that helps either if the transit is a small transit or the large transit, that is based on how many users that downloads our app, and that's how we calculate, and the yearly payment is based on that. Communications, control, convenience, we call it 3 C's, and that play a huge crucial role in the brand, and that helps in communication to be able to talk to the rider through the notification on the app and be able to communicate if there is a delay in a bus, if there is an accident on the bus route. And the control process is where the rider be able to buy a bus pass digitally by using either PayPal, like I said before, or using their credit or debit card transaction right there, and the bus pass is going to be on the smartphone without having to worry about losing their bus pass. And that goes a long way and become the convenience of the riders in a way that brings out the delightful experience in commuting from point A to point B.
And with that, we want to thank you so much for taking the time to listen to our presentation today. And we also like to thank Techpoint for giving us this opportunity to learn more about the technical industry and learning more about Indianapolis and the state of Indiana. And we are so glad to have this opportunity, and thank you so much for taking the time to listen to us.